All right, coming up on lunchtime here at the ABC 3340 studios. Did not have a noon show. The inauguration is going on, so I thought we'd do a little update on the weather. And James will have an update here this afternoon, our 4 o'clock newscast. So this is a look at the latest watches and warnings currently in place here. What we've got is that cold weather advisory. You'll see that in kind of that light muted grayish blue there. That is for very cold temperatures. Wind chill factors down near 0 to 5. Feels like temperatures, in some cases, 8 to 12. Needless to say, it's really cold. That darker blue, the extreme cold warning, is for Cullman County and then points north in the Huntsville market. And then we also have a winter storm watch for green, hail. We've got it for Bibb, Perry, Sumter, Chilton, Coosa, Tallapoosa, Chambers, Randolph, and then you see the pink there. The winter storm warning is to the south of us here in central Alabama. So the cold weather advisory goes until 6 a.m. on Wednesday. That means our temperatures are going to be very cold through that stretch. Most areas stay below freezing through that, which I think is a pretty big story here. And then, of course, the winter storm watch in place. You see for our southernmost counties. So notable areas omitted from that: Pickens, Tuscaloosa, Jefferson, Shelby, Talladega, and Clay counties. And that means the most significant impacts are likely to be south of those locations. So let's talk first about understanding kind of the watches and warnings here. And of course, with that biggest threat being to the south, that winter storm warning is in pink there. Southwest Alabama, parts of the Wiregrass would not. I forecasted for parts of the Wiregrass, have not seen a backward situation like this where the snow is to the south of us here. But let's know what those winter weather advisories, watches mean. Just a quick little recap here. So, winter storm warning, like we're seeing in the pink there on that map, is hazardous weather is likely imminent over the next 12 to 48 hours, and snowfall accumulations are in that 2-inch range. So for us, the winter storm watch that's in place for our southernmost counties, it looks like we're likely to see up to 1 inch of accumulation possible, and the setup is favorable for that. Of course, our extreme cold temperatures, very, very cold over the next 12 to 24, in this case, 48 hours, dangerous wind chill to -5 in some cases, and that cold weather advisory, again, that's like a step below the extreme cold warning that is in place until Wednesday for those temperatures, between 8 and 12, that wind chill near 0. So just a little, background to some of the stuff that's in place now. Wind chill factors this afternoon are going to be a lot like this. I'm doing this at about 12 o'clock. And our wind chill, still 9 in Cullman, 13 in Haleyville, 14 in Birmingham, 21 degrees. That's about how warm it's going to feel as we go through much of the afternoon. In fact, here's a look at our afternoon forecast beginning at noon. Highs will get close to 30. It won't feel like that, though, and everyone's probably below the freezing mark here. We got clear skies through the evening and increasing clouds overnight tonight. So this is a look at our possible winter weather impacts for Alabama. You'll notice that limited impact area. It includes areas south of Tuscaloosa, so southern Tuscaloosa County, Shelby County, Talladega, Clay, and even southern Cleburne County. Points to the north, it doesn't mean you won't see anything. There's likely to be snow flurries across much of the state on Tuesday, really beginning late morning and the evening. You'll see that on our future view. But our impacts are going to be so minimal, at least expected, because we're just going to have very light snow. There's not a lot of moisture to work with here, so we don't have a ton of snow that's going to be falling. The elevated impact area you see in that darker blue, including York, Demopolis, Greensboro, just south of the Utah area, southern Hale, southern Greene counties, Perry County, maybe Centerville, Brent. I look at Chilton County because all of that is in the elevated impact where we could see, perhaps up to 1 inch. But even there, it looks like that would be on the high end. It looks like everywhere is under about a ½ inch, which can still cause problems. And then the significant impacts are south of here, Montgomery, and points down to the Wiregrass. Again, that's for Tuesday, late morning into the evening. So let's go to our future view product here. And I'm going to, this is more of a zoomed out view because it's going to give kind of the whole encompassing view. So starting at 6 a.m., what do we have? Perhaps a few flurries out there. Again, some of this snow will not register on radar like it on Sunday. It'll fall beneath the radar. It's a very shallow layer of moisture and colder air. But we'll push this forward here and zoom out. You can see that snow really working into southwest Alabama by about 10 o'clock. These times might change, but that's kind of what it's looking like here. And as we go from 2 o'clock onward, zooming in a little bit, you'll see the light snow showers up to Tuscaloosa, up to Pelham, up to Anniston, Lineville, Alexander City. There will be light snow falling periodically throughout the day, especially in the afternoon hours. But the heaviest snow is going to be to the south. So you can see areas like Wetumpka, Montgomery, Greenville, Troy, Andalusia, Monroeville. South of here is where the heavier bands of snow are going to be. And again, off and on snow is possible all through central Alabama. By 5 o'clock, that line begins to dip further south, and we'll gradually see the snow ending throughout the evening. Again, flurries are going to be possible. It's going to be a cold day, a lot of clouds. But then we say goodbye to any of that snowfall by the evening hours, and then it's just cold. So this is a look at snowfall accumulation off the NDFD. And again, calling for snowfall accumulations minuscule. This could change. Again, I'm doing this Monday at noon. And, as we look at those totals to the south, they're far more impactful, elevated, and calling for 1 inch to 2 inches in that more significant area, that winter storm warning area, so to the south. So at this point, yes, we're expecting snow, not a ton of it, and hopefully that means limited travel issues throughout the day on Tuesday. Again, I think the big story here is the cold, and that will likely continue to be the case as we move forward. Forecast lows this morning, we verified at 17. In Birmingham, even colder to the north. Average lows 35. We won't be near that the next several days. We got teens for the next few mornings. For the end of the week, we get to the upper 20s, but still below the freezing mark until potentially Sunday. And then I'll look at our average high temperatures here, about 54, and we're going to be well below that as well. But we finally get above the freezing mark here. Some areas will be below freezing up until Wednesday afternoon. From now, really from Sunday night yesterday, all the way through until Wednesday afternoon. So that's a dangerous part of it we don't always talk about here. But again, we'll have updates as we go throughout the day. James will have his normal afternoon update here as we move forward. And we'll keep you posted on any changes as it pertains to wintry weather. Have a great day.